Welcome, family, to our lesson of today. I'm so excited that we're finally in the Psalms. And because we are in the Psalms, we are going to look to our Bible study guide just to go through the outline of the book of Psalms. We're going to follow our traditional approach, the authorship, the date, and the background, right? And I'm going to encourage you to read that. It's very integral for you to read that because it really greatly summarizes all of the Psalms, all the way until Psalm 150. But I think it also gives you some context about the authors of the Psalms because I used to think it was just David. Meanwhile, it's like several authors, right? And you can find the summary of the Psalms in page 179. Okay? Kindly excuse the background noise. They're currently mowing the lawn. Okay, family. So the authorship, dates, and background. The authorship of the Psalms. David, he wrote approximately 73 of the Psalms. So David actually wrote the majority of the Psalms. Let me say the majority of, he's the one person who wrote the most Psalms out of all the psalmists. Other authors include Asaph, the sons of Korah, Moses. Psalm 90 in particular is commonly attributed to Moses. Solomon, Psalm 72 and 127 is commonly attributed to Solomon. Heman and Ethan, and several other anonymous writers. Okay, so the date is quite interesting because I also thought, because I used to think it was just David who wrote it. So I used to think it was just in like the lifetime of David. But the date of the Psalms actually spans across many generations, across hundreds and hundreds of years, spanning from 1000 to 400 BC. That's approximately like around 600 years, basically. Very interesting. And the background of the Psalms, obviously, the backgrounds are going to be different, right? The context in which all the writers were writing is going to be different. But the consistent theme of the Psalms itself, the Psalms, they form Israel's hymn book. So, like how we've got hymn books now, like hymn one, hymn two, whatever, whatever, whatever. It's kind of like that with the Psalms. They form part of Israel's hymn book. They used to refer to these Psalms for worshiping, for prayer, for singing, and also, just as a prayer book. So the Psalms form Israel's hymn book and prayer book, expressing worship, lament, thanksgiving, royal praise, trust, and wisdom. And we're going to go through all of that in the teaching of today. They reveal the emotional and spiritual life of God's people. They really do reveal the emotional and spiritual life of the people of God. They kind of summarize what us as believers go through, in general. The literary style. So the Psalms are very poetic. They use a lot of comparison, so parallelism, drawing parallel to different scenarios, a lot of imagery, quite a lot of repetition. So you might see that there's like 5 Psalms or 10 or 20 Psalms on lamenting, for example. Um, Songs of ascent, royal psalms, and prophetic psalms pointing to Christ. Those are some of my favorite ones, the psalms that point to the Messiah that is Christ. And the purpose of the psalms is to guide believers in worship, in prayer, in repentance, in praise, in understanding God's character. So yeah, psalms are so beautiful. I'm so happy we're finally here. It's time for us just to kind of sit back, cruise a bit, get some comfort in our souls, get some wisdom, so I'm really going to enjoy the next few weeks. And yeah, family, that is basically it from me. Kindly do read up on the rest of the summary outline for you to have a holistic understanding of the book of Psalms. That's it from me, family. See you very soon and goodbye.